people? What is going on? Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal FC. I'm joined by Oscar, Dr. Racina, Chelsea.
I'm back, baby.
He is.
I'm better than ever. What's going on, people? I'm very glad to be back on Top 4 podcast. Happy New Year. I know that's a bit late in the month to be saying.
It's a bit late.
Some of you ain't seen me. So happy New Year.
Joined by AD, a Liverpool fan.
Stop. Drop. Open up, shop. Oh, no. That's how the... Listen, mate. Listen. Like, football's not giving me no joy. So I've been deep in my hip-hop bag. Talking Rough Riders, you name it. I'm all up in there, man. Football's not making me happy, so I might as well, man.
Fully on in the gym, yeah?
Come on, man. Come on.
You know what time it is. And of course, I'm joined by Generous Dave, an Arsenal fan.
Bro, like we had the opportunity to shut the door, bro. Well, yeah. We've left it ajar.
Slightly.
We've left it ajar still.
We have indeed. Listen, guys, Oscar's back in town, so you know what's happening. We've obviously got the normal Top 4 podcast back. This is. I'm sure you guys are now used to this, right? To all the listeners and the watchers, big up yourselves. Welcome for joining us. You know what? Before we dive right in, I think there's a couple of comments that we need to get through. That Oscar, would you mind doing the honors? Oh, he's on mute.
Sorry, lads.
He's in pre-season.
I was making noise. I was clanging and banging, so I had to mute myself so that I don't disrupt the pod. But Mega Robinho says it only took 15 months, but finally we got our new manager bounce.
Wow.
Okay. We got him. He said, sadly, not here tonight, but it's Carrick. You know. Here, you got to finish it.
Hard to believe it's not Scholes. It's a great song. It's a great chant.
Yeah.
Hard to believe it's not Scholes. It's crazy work, though.
It's crazy.
I'm not going to lie.
No, fairness, the Carrick was a player, though.
He was. He was a top-notch player.
Some teams make songs. They tell us that their players are better than Zidane. So,
hey, listen. Or better than Cannavaro. You know what I mean? Take your pick.
Yeah. So hard to believe it's not Scholes.
But we know it's.
I'm not mad at it.
We know it's funny. Whereas I feel like the United one, there's a sense of truth in it, a little bit.
What's wrong with Carrick? It's hard to believe it's not Scholes.
Yeah.
I mean, Scholes was something else, man. What are we talking about here? He was.
I thought you were a big Carrick guy.
I'm the biggest Carrick guy in the biz. Yeah, I'm a big Carrick guy. But Paul Scholes. All right. Go check the compilation.
Both are overrated. Miraculous Miri says, "Good evening to the great podcast to air on a Monday night when I need people to understand that Diaz missed the penalty on purpose. Knowledge kept between him, Mane, and Mendy at least." Oh.
I mean, there's a bunch of comments about the AFCON. I can't believe we have to discuss it at some point.
What do you mean you can't believe we have to? It's the number one topic. What's the? We're going there first.
It's just
my Africa, bro. Let's start.
What you guys talk? What? First of all, stop. Both of you, yeah. This energy that you've got right now, stop. This was one of the best finals. Actually, this is one of the best finishes to a final.
Yes, really.
This is one of the best finishes to a final I've seen in ages. The world was tuned into AFCON in a way that hasn't really happened in many years. I mean, the last AFCON final was great.
This is not a good thing, bro.
Why is it not a good thing? It's class.
It's not class or class. It's only if you're booking the territory in WWE. This is spectacular. But for the sport, this is friggin'...
I think we need to finish these comments quick and get into this AFCON.
We'll get into it.
I'm ready to roll. Shout out David. He says, big up to the podcast. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I got 29 points on FPL. What did your teams get?
For sure.
Sickening.
Sickening. Man City let me down still.
City let me down, yeah. I got 38 points.
I got 39, mate. Shocking.
Smelly. And thankfully, I did bench boost. That was with bench boost, mate. I got 38.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I had a stinker. I had an absolute stinker. So I don't want to talk about fantasy at all. Baraka says, big up to the best podcast that aired on a Monday night when the CAF finds a way to shoot themselves in the foot after a great tournament. The game was lit.
Shout out to Baraka.
Okay. Question of the day before we get into the real AFCON, because I see there's loads of comments about AFCON. I've kind of left them so when we discuss it, we'll bring them up. Question of the day: what is the darkest moment in football you can think of? For me, it's when they shot Escobar. They shouted "goal" after every shot. What? What's he talking about?
Yeah, the
That can't be
Colombian
right.
guy.
He's trolling.
No.
Colombian guy.
Yeah.
What do you mean they shouted "goal" after
They
every?
shouted "goal" after every shot.
Oh my word. That's
He missed
wrong.
the penalty that knocked Colombia out, and
Nah, I hear that he died after that. But what I'm saying is, the guy said they shouted "goal" after every shot.
God,
That's
mad.
too
Hey,
That's
hey.
crazy.
Hey, Natty, bro, where are you getting your info from, bro?
Isn't it, man?
I think that was a satirical attempt, man. I can't lie, but that's mental. Oh, maybe they did do it. That's crazy.
Darkest moment in football you can think
I
of.
don't know. I don't know what that's about. He's saying when they shot
Dark
him,
and corrupt.
but that's got to be some
Can't
sort of rumor. Like, how would you even know?
That can't be.
I weren't
How
there
would
in
that-
it, so
How would that information be
I
delivered?
don't need
But
no Colombian.
moving away from that example, do you guys have an answer for the actual question? What was the
I was just
darkest
thinking,
moment?
like, how dark has football been since we've watched it? Because the dark times were way before our time, and probably the
Hillsborough.
dark. Say again.
I say Hillsborough's probably up there.
Yeah, Hillsborough, High Sword. You know what I mean? There's like Bradford Fire. That those things have happened.
Bradford Fire.
That was like they've come and gone. I'll probably argue like between like the Saka, Rashford, Sancho of it all at England, or in terms of the darkest. Yeah, that's probably the darkest I can think of. The darkest day.
I mean, I
The
know
whole Wembley thing when they stormed the stadium. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing.
I know Oscar said that Chelsea Bayern semi-final, mate.
Yeah, Barcelona.
Yeah,
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Yeah, that semi.
Yeah.
09. 09.
Yeah,
Man, that was
Do you know what should be? Do you know what should be in the list? The Uruguay versus Ghana World Cup 2010, the Suarez
there.
and Moore.
It's up there.
Yeah,
That
Same
should
there.
be
I
up
did
there.
miss the penalty. Yeah,
That is. Whew.
Yeah. That's up there. Obviously, you know, Lampard scores against Germany and it's not given.
Oh no, yes.
At a
Yes.
time where the
Yes.
wind was blowing heavy for England, and you just think how, you know, they had to bring in technology just because of that, because of stuff like that. Yeah. When
Nat's got some other ones. He says the ref in 2002 got caught drug smuggling. I don't know that story.
Calciopoli. In fact, that's just reminded me. Calciopoli's
Yeah,
pretty up there.
Calciopoli's up there.
Calciopoli's the darkest
It
for
was the
me.
greatest corruption. Shout out to Sam Lewis. He says Croke Park when the British Army shot 60 to 100 people, killing 14. Yay!
An island, though, the blend. Oh, sure.
Rocker Park, yeah. Bloody hell.
Wow.
Wow.
Them, man.
That's a magazine.
Mental.
That is
Mental.
that's a bad thing.
Okay,
Oh.
shall we move
Yeah.
things along? Should we go?
Let's go. Let's
On a more
go.
positive note.
You say positive. Let's get down to the AFCON because, as you can see, Senegal are your champions of Africa. Credit to them, salute to them for winning the African Cup of Nations. But of course, it did not come without the dramas.
Let's talk about
these. I mean, the final was the tournament. We could talk about the tournament as a whole afterwards, but like the final was absolute like I say, storybooking of the highest order. I mean, we had everything. We had missed chances. We had good goal. We had we had obviously players coming off the pitch. We had the ball squad friggin' nicking towels. We had pitch invasions. Like, what was going on here? Like, talk to me, guys. People walked off.
It was crazy.
Minutes. We had 22 minutes of added time. I mean, guys, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
Yeah,
it was crazy.
The CAF, whatever they call themselves, bruv, they need help, bruv. They need
by the way, show of hands, we'll just say, who's happier that Senegal won than Morocco?
No, I'm
I
as I've gone through today and I've been looking on Twitter, the shenanigans these men have been up to, then
Morocco
hold that. Then Morocco can hold that.
I am, and I think just because that disallowed goal was such a joke, like it was such a joke. I couldn't believe they disallowed that goal for the goal for Senegal.
Yeah.
That to the point where when the second penalty happens, you're thinking to yourself, you can't give that. Like you can't, because the second, like you can't take away Senegal's goal for some hands, like two players using their hands to push each other, and then one falls to the floor and it's a foul.
The problem is, he blew his whistle straight away.
Yeah.
He blew it straight away. It's not like, the ball's gone in and it's blown. He blew it straight away. It hit the post and then Senegal have scored.
Yeah.
And according to the rules, I don't know if they were using, according to our standards, you can't check that because it's already blown.
Oh, so wait, they couldn't check it because it was
he blew literally as soon as thing dragged. Who was it? He pushed the Kimi. Was it a Kimi? Yeah. He whistled. Balls hit the bar or post, and then they've scored.
Oh, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand why the VAR, because it was over so quickly. There wasn't no VAR check. Why?
He blew before the ball's gone in, before it hit the post.
Hey.
That's why
that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. So okay, let's call a spade a spade. So that's happened. Then the foul in the box has happened, and you know what? Regardless of what you think about it, soft penalty or not,
it was soft. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about the fact that Senegal walked off the pitch? Because for me, I was caught up in surprise. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen this on a football game where a team walks off based on a refereeing decision. And the room I was in, everybody was rooting for Senegal. So everybody was kind of like, everybody was cheering. Everybody was celebrating. But when I step back and think about it, it's quite nasty.
But this is the thing. Nasty. This is the reason I'm saying, like, you know, I try to defend African football as much as I can, but every AFCON gives me shenanigans like this, where you're standing there thinking, you know, I know for us many times, right, we will be like, the referees are so bent, they're so this, they're so that, and we would like to see our team walk out. But I think we'd rather like to see our teams walk out when it's like racism or something like that's happened. You know, we'd be happy to support that.
Yeah.
I think when you get a decision given against you that you think is scandalous, we've had that happen across the board, and it doesn't make the referee's decision right. It doesn't mean the referee's has done a good job. He certainly hasn't. But the idea that you all in unison leave the pitch, like there's an understanding already that we're just and it's the thing. One thing I'll say about AFCON and certain African countries, they're just lawless with this. Like when you know, like Nigeria one time was like, we're not playing because we're not getting paid. And that was just acceptable. You know what I'm saying? And you just think to yourself, like, okay, guys, like we get it. You're going through an injustice, and hopefully, you know, a bit of adversity. Hopefully, you prevail with that, and you know, crack on from there.
Gone at the World Cup.
Gone at the World Cup.
But sorry,
but why is it
those back your MacBooks in the office, Peter?
But like, why is it us? Do you get what I'm saying? Why is it always us that feel like they can just do stuff like this and almost get away with it? You just think to yourself, guys, let's not put the game into disrepute. We all, every person outside of Morocco knows that was a horrible decision, right? It was bad. We all know that, and we are all standing with you on that. The idea that you can walk off, because I'm pretty sure there was a bit of racism going on in there as well, right? Because there was certain stuff that was going on. They didn't bat an eyelid. They didn't walk off, did they? They got on with it. They got on with it, and you know, you can agree, disagree whether they should or shouldn't. But I think for a refereeing decision, bro, imagine any football club in the Prem did that, even if it was for 3 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever. That club is getting sanctioned today. If that happened on the weekend, they're getting sanctioned hard today, and I'm sure I don't think Senegal are getting sanctioned for it. But
it's coming. It's coming. Investigations have started. They've already announced.
That's surprising to me. If that's the case, that's surprising to me.
They will have to. They will have to.
And the fact that Infantino was there, it's like, yeah.
But who do Senegal think they are? And anyone else for that nation, right? For that matter, like walking off the pitch, guys, for a bad decision by the referee.
The problem is, Pete, I think it was a combination of everything. Bro, like the ball boys are physically fighting the reserve
The
goalkeeper.
ball boys. I mean, I'm seeing the ball boys nicking towels off the goalkeeper. What
And
we
they did,
do?
they did this in the Nigeria game. So they were prepared, and
Yeah.
these lot went. As I said, throughout the day, I've seen on Twitter what these lot were. The shenanigans, mate.
But there's
And
not. But
and
David,
no one allowed it to happen. Where
But you said
there's no
when you
law.
face
Where is
when you
the
face
law?
when you face Morocco in Morocco, it's bloodline rules, man. It's not a fair match.
But Oscar, that's
It's not-
where in what other country?
Running after running
Yeah.
after running. That was overbooked, man.
guys, the world is watching, and you're wrestling behind the goalkeeper over a towel.
It's not even funny.
Furthermore, yeah.
Nah, it's funny. It's funny.
No, but guys,
It's funny, but I wish it wasn't us.
tournament-
You know what I mean?
But no other tournament would do this. No other continent is doing this. Why are we always in the headline for something? Guys, I work with colleagues that are non-African, okay?
Yeah.
And every single time we're like talking about AFCON, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of being run amok. You should have seen the conversations today. They were like, no, Peter, come on, defend this. I said, I can't defend this.
Hey, defend this is crazy.
Because they've always been of, you know, like how I've always made jokes about African football here, and like, you know, they've made similar stuff where it's like, you know, the goalkeeping is going to be tremendous, the pitch, the quality, the standard, all of that stuff has got better over the time. But just lo and behold, even if things are improving in one space, something else is going on. Do you get
But
what I'm
like,
saying?
the only thing where I'm just like,
Yeah, pick up Morocco's facilities, though.
No, but like this, it happens like there's always crazy stuff going on.
Oscar, not of this scale.
Not on this scale.
Let me give you another one. Let me give you another one, right? How about the fact that Gabon has dissolved as a national football team? What are you talking about there? Okay, Oscar, how long have you got? Gabon sent Aubameyang home the week before they were even eliminated from the tournament. The FA then said, we're going to dissolve. I don't think they won a game, did they? Did they score a goal? I'm not even sure. They didn't win a game. I don't think they got a point. So then the FA of Gabon has dissolved the national team. That's insane. What about the fact that Cameroon? We didn't discuss this earlier, right? Cameroon entered the tournament with 2 squads announced. They came into the tournament with 2 managers. Okay, one manager was sacked, right? And the other man, because I think his squad members had a player in it that Eto'o was like, or I think didn't have a player in it, or had a player that Eto'o approved or didn't approve of. Why Samuel Eto'o?
I think Eto'o didn't want him to break his records.
Why Samuel Eto'o is involved in this conversation? He's just an ambassador of the nation, right? So then the second manager turns up with his own squad. He's announced his squad. So you're telling me we've walked into the tournament with 2 managers and 2 squads? Oscar, this is run amok. Don't tell me that this happens in other tournaments. Don't tell me this happens in the Asia, whatever their equivalent is called. Don't tell me this happens in the Gold Cup. This happens in the what's the South American one called? The name escapes me.
Copa America.
Copa America even. Don't tell me this happens elsewhere. Oscar, we have no laws, no rules, and we just think we can do whatever the hell we want. I've just named you 4 things that took place in this tournament, and it's not even about the football. You lot saw the Algerians go through Rabat Airport the other day. Yeah,
that was mental.
The Algerian national team squad, you know, staff, backroom staff, going through the middle of Rabat in the airport, and it was heaving. No police escort, no security, no nothing. Yeah, what's the tournament when the Nigerians were sleeping in an airport with no aircon and no nothing?
No, I think they were qualifying.
Oh, it was okay. So they were qualifying, and then was it like Libya or Liberia? And then they did it to them on their way back. We can't just do this.
It's a joke, man.
Africa, we need to do better, and that's the thing. Unfortunately, because Africa's so, I don't even know what the word is. I don't know what the correct word is without getting in trouble. But like, you know, we only we do this in our tournaments.
We're meant to be showing the best of Africa, and then we just show the worst.
Look at the pitch invasion. They had riot police. You know, like it's not like, oh yeah, this is a Hillsborough situation, or this is a Heysel thing, or there's like, oh, there's thugs that are coming in to invade the pitch. You know, let's get riot police are on the pitch battering Senegalese fans for getting on the.
Hey, I got another one for you. tell me, the press box, everyone is fighting each other.
Box, there's fights. There's fighting in the press box.
Joe, it's tough for me because obviously
Oscar, one more, just before you go, one more. Then when the team who wins the tournament goes and does the press conference, the Moroccan journalists get up and leave. Oh, come on.
Yeah, no, but look. Yeah, no, because this was marred. It was marred with controversy, and it was marred.
Like Oscar, the things we used to laugh about was a referee blowing up in the 85th minute, right? That's what we laughed at. We laughed at the guy who stood in front of the camera, the frigging gantry camera during a game. His head was just in the way.
That wasn't AFCON. That was just
no, but I'm saying it was African football, is what I'm saying. The fact that we were laughing at things like that it's like, let's do better, guys. That's a silly mistake. Let's do better. This, on the other hand, like, as much as I know people were talking about, look, it was a great tournament, it was all this, that, and the other, right? Fine. But the thing it came with, that's why I said to you, this is WWE. It was a storyline booking of the highest level.
It definitely was WWE. I can't deny that. It was definitely WWE. You know, yeah. And
I'm just glad that Senegal won, because the BS that Morocco brought up with, honestly.
I don't know
about you guys, but do you ever feel like a North African versus the rest of Africa kind of divide, or is it just me?
That's how yesterday felt.
Is it like a colorism thing?
It's kind of like in boxing, when there's just always going to be like a racial element to the game. Like, it's never like just, I like the team who wins. Like, the place I was at, everybody was supporting Senegal. You ask them why? Yeah. Nobody had a reason. Like, nobody had a reason. Like, apart from a couple Nigerians who are upset that Morocco beat them. So it was like that.
But like, when you just see, like, whether it's the Algerians, whether it's Egypt, Libya, maybe Sudan, parts of Sudan.
No, there is.
Like, I just wonder, like, do we favor the more darker skinned Africans, over the North Africans? I don't know. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, like I said, I think there's a racial element to it. I think people do tend to group the Black Africans together, or who they deem as Black, together. And then the North Africans are kind of like it's a separate thing. Well, I don't know what the reason for the divide is.
Wait a minute. Do you, man, forget a team won the European Championship without qualifying? Who won the Euros without qualifying? Denmark.
Oh, Denmark.
92? That was a shenanigan, but bro, you're going back to 92, 30 years ago. Over 30 years ago, mate.
Yeah. Nat says, Peter, the Gold Cup, they invite teams outside of the federation 1 year. Flipping Qatar was invited.
Yeah,
that's
okay. No, I'll give you that one. Yeah, for sure. The Gold Cup is a weird thing altogether. It's weird.
A few more comments before we move on. Baraka says, when corruption is so blatant, I wouldn't blame them. Senegal had no security upon arrival. Ball boys want to fight. The disorganization from the Moroccan FA and the CAF led to the events yesterday. And then, oh gosh. This comment was odd to me. Nat said Senegal did it for the diaspora. I'm guessing he means diaspora. But what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Why they do?
I guess they're saying like Black people everywhere. I'm assuming is what you meant.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I get it, but I'm not really with that for AFCON. I'll be real.
I mean, it's tough, man. Like, did you say we're hosting the AFCON in 27?
Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania are hosting.
We've got to do well, guys. I don't hold much hope, but we've got to do well. Especially what's taking place in UG in the elections. Flip me, man.
Let's not talk about that.
Let's move on. Good there.
Let's not talk about that. I can't talk to my family for like 4 days because there's no internet.
Nah, Pete.
Come on, man.
Pete.
Come on.
Last one on this. Sam Lewis says, I hope more teams walk off. I hope more teams walk off because of poor decisions. Something needs to be done to make things change. I don't. I think
Sam, we then run amok. That's the thing. Everything becomes circus. Like, I get the anger. Like, referees should be punished for making stupid decisions. 100%. 100%. But if we start doing this walk off the thing, like, look, I cannot lie, walk off the pitch automatically means you're forfeiting the game. I mean, Senegal were allowed to be out for 8 minutes.
And this is what I'm saying. Strong leadership would have said, you know what? Referee should have just gone ban this.
But could you imagine? But David, could you imagine? But you know, like the PR, we're talking about how the tournament has looked in the world view. Imagine this year's AFCON was awarded like that.
Yeah,
we would not survive. We wouldn't be able to survive. We couldn't come back. So
why did they come back on the pitch then?
No, what I'm saying is, as in, we wouldn't have been able to come back from the sheer bad press. Like, African football would have not been taken seriously ever. Like,
it would have, the tournament would have no holders.
No, they would have awarded the game to
Morocco. We're giving it to Morocco, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, but we as fans wouldn't accept that.
No, of course.
Of course not. But either way, Africa doesn't win, man.
That's the thing.
It is just, yeah.
Guys.
And now that they've moved it to every 4 years, it's just, yeah. A retro baller wants us to talk about Brahim Díaz, mate. I don't know what he was doing.
Oh, that's true. No, that's a fair point, because he's right. I can't believe you haven't discussed Brahim Díaz's decision to do a panenka'd. Morocco had the chance to win it. Like, let's talk about that.
What was he thinking?
Every time I look at it, yeah, I've watched it properly again, yeah. None of the Senegal players celebrate, which makes me think that in real time, I thought, what's this idiot done? 50 years and you go and do that. But then I've looked back, I watched it again, I see all the Senegal players just, Mendy's trying to celebrate, but the rest of them just turn off and run off.
Mendy can't believe the gift.
Yeah, because there's a conspiracy theory that the Senegal players went into the dressing room and said, we're not playing this game, we're done. But then the Morocco team or backroom staff said, do you know what? We'll come out and we'll just miss the penalty, and then we'll go to extra time and settle it there. So then that theory, what David's talking about how, you know, he's just kicked it straight down the middle, the keeper saved it, and the Senegal players didn't celebrate it, maybe because they knew the plan was for him to miss and then they play on. You know, it's kind of similar to that thing that happened in the championship. Do you remember it was Leeds versus Villa, I think, where Leeds United have scored when there should have been, like, they should have kicked the ball out for sportsmanship, but they've gone and scored. And then Bielsa said, give the goal the other way. So they went and scored.
The one bit of English he knows, literally.
That was insane.
That was extremely insane. That was extremely insane. That was crazy, because I remember, like, there was one, was it Stuart Dallas was sort of running with the Villa player, almost like, no, guys, we can't be doing this, surely not. And obviously Bielsa was like,
blonde guy.
Is like, but is huh?
I remember it was a blonde guy. It was a blonde guy. Yeah.
I just remember, like, seeing that, like, a lead player kind of half running back.
Yeah.
They sort of like, no,
what do you mean we're giving them a goal? We didn't do anything wrong.
That bugged me, no.
Sportsmanship.
Who went through in that round, by the way? Was it Villa?
Oh, was it not a league game?
Oh, was it a league game? I don't know. I thought it was a playoff.
It might have been a league game.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a playoff.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the players.
Because Pontus Janssen, I think it was.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was him.
No, guys, do you think he missed that pen on purpose?
So that's funny.
The theory makes sense.
That's interesting, because I haven't heard that theory, but you know what, it goes like, okay. So let me go first with the opinion that he didn't mean to miss. Right, he tried to score. There's a level of ego that I find players do with a panenka'd that I just think, when I look at the players that have missed panenka'ds, they're not people worthy of scoring panenka'ds. Does that make sense?
In the first place.
In the first place. Like, the flashback comes with the Lookman one at West Ham, where even Ranieri couldn't even speak post-match because he couldn't believe what he'd seen.
That's the nicest man in football.
and he spoke about like the ego and the selfishness with trying to Panenka, because it was almost like, you know what, Diaz is in the moment of his life, right? He is about to score a winning goal for his home nation, the host nation. What was it, the first time in 50 years, did you say, David?
Yeah,
They'd what, like, he is about to become like their idol. And it's like he's
so
almost
disrespectful.
seen it. It's like he's almost seen it, his name in the headlights. He's already gone to the heavenly realm. You know what I'm saying?
What's the ball piss?
It literally. And yet he goes and does that. And you just think to yourself, what are you thinking in a cup final? National cup final. You can't do this. This is in front of at home. Like, everything around you is home. You know, now the other side of me that thinks, you know, the other side where you guys are talking about the controversy in a sense of, or conspiracy rather, that, you know, both teams would agree to not take this opportunity on and scored the penalty. It goes to show how bad the referee was. If that's the case, why would Morocco agree with Senegal? Like, that's nuts. You know,
the only reason why I struggle with that theory is just of the complete lack of sportsmanship from Morocco leading up to that point. So, for instance, like the ball boys, for instance, because what happened was so bizarre. That was my first one, because it was almost like Diaz didn't want his country's legacy to be tainted by that. Like, it's almost like they'd rather win a better way. But I haven't slept on it. I think it's just being disrespectful, man. I think like he saw his name in the lights and he just wanted to piss all over Senegal.
No,
put his pants down and crap all over them.
Do you know what I thought would have happened? Arsenal, Man United, Old Trafford, when Van Nistelrooy missed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
But like, you missed. Everyone just turns off and runs off, and it's like nothing happened.
Nobody did that.
That's a good point there. I totally didn't even clock, like, it didn't even cross my mind that Senegal didn't even celebrate that. They didn't
celebrate. Everyone just turned around. Referee blew the whistle. Extra time.
Yeah.
No scuffle after that. Nothing.
But I mean, it's a stretch. It's a stretch to talk to say, you know, they might have agreed to something. But I'm sorry, you're doing that for your, like, Brahim Díaz, right? Like, you've had a good, decent career so far, and you've not earned the right to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you ain't earned the right to do that. If Sadio Mané does it, we're still rinsing him, because why would you Panenka in a final like that, or in such a crucial moment? When you're 2-3-0 up, yeah. Like, because don't get me wrong, I've seen Alexis Sanchez do it in dire moments, right? But like, you just think to yourself, like, you're not that guy.
Not that guy at all.
You know, you might be the guy one day, but you're not now. What are you doing? Bizarre stuff. Bizarre.
Retro Ball says the reason there was no reaction is because there was no time to process. Everyone's head was fried.
It was such a nuts game, man.
Brother, you feel robbed and you don't even go and no reaction. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Everyone got paid.
You know, like, yeah.
I'm sorry, it just looks weird to me. I watched it again this morning. I was just like, only Mendy is celebrating. Yeah, I saved it. Yeah. Everyone else just turned around and walked off in unison.
Yeah, they all just ran away.
In unison. Not just you got a couple. Everyone just turned around.
But you know, and then I saw Brahim Díaz, his post on Instagram or Twitter or what it was today, and it was just like, oh, I'm so sorry, I've let the nation down. So he, you know, you wouldn't post that if you were told.
Two things can be true, but it's.
No, but like, if they told me, yo, we need to continue this final, just miss the penalty and we'll play on. There's no way I'm apologizing to the whole nation. No,
of course not. I remember Di Canio one time had a ball whipped into the penalty area, and he touched the ball with his hands just because the guy went down. And it was like, and you know, Di Canio is definitely not apologizing. He's saying it's not right. We need to win properly, win the right way.
Hey, but that goal was sweet, bro.
Say again?
The goal.
Sensational. Yeah. Great goal.
So congratulations to Senegal.
Congratulations for sure. Yeah. Congrats to Senegal. Sorry, go on. What was you saying, Oscar?
I'll just say, where to next?
Yeah, congrats to Senegal, Africa. You know, you've given us more entertainment once again, and we're here for it. But I think, well, we'll see. Speaking of entertainment, things were rocking at Old Trafford as Mr. Michael Carrick and his camp getting the 3 points against Manchester City. Do you know there's a part of me that's forgotten the scoreline because it should have been like 7, right? Manchester United absolutely battered Man City on the weekend. 2 goals for Manchester United. Was it Bryan Mbeumo and
Dogu?
Patrick Dorgu with the goals for Manchester United.
Where the United fans, bruv? Where's Robin? I would have expected Robin to be here.
Nah, do you know what? Yeah, I'll be real. I don't want to see them man happy about United. I don't want to see it. I want to see it, man.
The group chat was a sight to behold.
Bro, I saw Ernest post Man United propaganda on his Instagram. I said, "What?
I said, what?
You back now? You back?"
No, yeah, if you never do Ernest on the pod, yeah, you struggle to know he was a United fan.
I just hate United more than me.
Yeah, and that's saying something.
Oh, guys, I can't stand Gary Neville, man. Oh, them man there.
Yeah, I can't. I could hear him celebrating the goal off mic, and I just said, "No, this can't run." Like, we need if Man United are playing Man City, I want to have some representation of Man City and representation of Man United. I'm all for that. Okay. This notion on the mic, bro, like when Mbeumo's literally running to have that shot, and Peter Drury's like, you're giving it full beans. You can hear Gary Neville off mic, like, go on, get it, shoot. And when he scored, yeah, you can hear him. I think the commentator doesn't shout on Sky. If you're on MUTV, run it. I don't, it is what it is. Knock yourself out. But when you're on TNT, Sky Sports, The Beeb, you can't be doing this stuff.
That's so beyond bias. Surely there's a broadcasting regulation. There's a rule or law against that. Surely.
Honestly. Because even
I'll be real, man.
And Carrick does it the same. Carrick does it the same way.
Yeah.
I was trying to Peter about this. Like, personally, man, I don't really care.
It really bugs me, man.
Bring back Martin Tyler, man. Get me Drury and Tyler, bro. We'll do that, bro.
What, 2 main commentators as one?
Yeah.
Andy Gray was brilliant. Because he would like every goal. He celebrated every goal. Does that make sense? And fair enough. He was Scottish, so his roots were like Rangers or whatever. But
I remember the Pirates one against Villa.
Oh my god!
I'm clapping. That's just Andy Gray was the man.
His co-coms on Perez when he lobbed Schmeichel at Villa Park.
Oh my god!
It's in there. It's in there with the you beauty, take a bow, son. Like that. It's up there.
Wow.
Take a boo. It's a proper it's in there. But
it's been about 15 years since Andy Gray,
Andy, listen, controversial, but Andy Gray was the best. Number one, the best co-commentator we've ever had, and number 2, the best pundit Sky has ever had. Because when he used to dissect and analyze football matches, I remember during the pandemic, we had no football. Yeah. But beIN Sports were putting out content out of their ears. I was watching Andy Gray at 5 p.m. every day because him and Keys were on. Obviously, Keys are a massive tool. But but Andy Gray would just make Keys look like even more stupid because he was so smart, so clever. It's a shame what they done. But I used to love, and then Andy Gray had a show, The Last Word. So you know how we have a post-match analysis now. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm all for black people doing well. Believe me, I am. But Sturridge and Michael Richards in the studio, it can't run. It can't run. It can't run, man.
I'm not the biggest fan of Sturridge as a pundit, I'll be honest.
He says insightful bits though here and there, no?
Yeah, but I think
he just tries too hard to be cool.
That's the thing. I think to AD's point, he's actually got good analysis skills.
Yeah,
but at the same time, as Oscar says, at the same time he tries too hard. Then you got Michael, who's not good at analysis, right? Says a whole lot of nothing, but you know what I mean. He just says a whole. We were saying this. Me and us going to say this on Saturday. He just says a whole lot of nothing. He says a lot, and then you don't learn anything from what he's saying. You're like, how has that happened? You know. And then when you got Roy Keane in amongst those two, it's just cringe because Sturridge will do something where you're like, do you know what? I don't know. Like he might say something that's cool that we will understand, and I'm happy with that. But then when it's like constantly, like he was talking about someone getting the bag and getting this, that, and the other, looking at Roy Keane for a reaction. Roy Keane's not batting an eyelid. He's thinking the bag.
What bag? Yeah, we heard about it.
He's just like, yeah, all right then. Like remember when Sturridge sang the Craig David song, and then he asked Roy Keane, "What did you think of that?" He's like, bro, he sang. Was it 7 days? 7 o'clock on the dot. No, Usher. Sorry, not Usher. Yeah, 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in the draft up, and then he's looking at Roy like, "What did you think?" He's like, "Yeah, it's very nice." Just looked at the ground.
Roy to say cruising the streets. Jolting.
Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, Manchester United guys, superb performance against Manchester City. These lot absolutely took City to the cleaners. I was gobsmacked by what I was seeing. Yeah, and you know what has Carrick said to these boys in 2 days?
Listen, the clips I'm seeing on the internet of the 1-2 pass and moves that these United players were putting on.
Quick,
guys,
they were doing rondos on the field of play.
Guys, call Ruben Amorim and sack him again. Call him and sack him again because. I mean, don't get me twisted. I'm not one to be getting carried away by the Carrick era of Manchester United. I don't know what that's going to bring, but the Kobe Mainoo situation just kind of sums up a lot of it. This guy couldn't get a kick in a side that was extremely underperforming, and all for what? For your precious system that you kept telling us was going to work. Eventually, for you to end up changing. And I know he didn't actually get sacked for on the field stuff. He probably got sacked more for his relationship with the people higher up.
Yeah.
But when you look at on the field, even though United are, not that far off top 4, they never, ever looked like a good team under Ruben Amorim. I'm sorry. They just never did to me. So the fact that one game, Carrick's made them look like a decent side is crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, look, there's a couple of things that at play here. I think, the fact that Man United reverted to a system which looked like that it's more suited for the players that they've actually got, number one. Number two, it's the derby. So they've got a brand new manager in. It's the derby. It speaks for itself. I don't think a manager even had to do a team talk. They didn't have to do anything, right? But at least they got Carrick, somebody who was a serial winner at Man United. He played in derbies. Okay, he's not from Manchester, but he understands it. He won Premier Leagues. He's won Champions League. He has been in there, right? And then, as soon as the players walked out of the tunnel, the Stretford end was literally like breathing hot fire onto the pitch. Like it was so behind them. It was actually insane. And then as well, to compete with that, Guardiola had a side that I was like, bro, what's happened to you? Where is Pep Guardiola? Like, where is he? And this Man City performance was one of the most insipid performances I've ever seen. And they had a strong 11.
He got his starting lineup wrong, mate.
Do you think? I thought he had a strong 11.
Foden's not the one, bro.
I don't think that's fair to say now.
Well, Foden's not the one, bro.
Tell me what Bernardo Silva does to get in that squad.
Bernardo Silva's not the one as well.
Yeah, he's cooked.
He's old. He's cooked. He's done.
Cooked, man.
You put him on one wing. You got
cooked.
Foden, who was meant to replace the Brenner's creative, not doing nothing. And then you got a timid Doku just doing his nonsense.
I mean, how Dalot stays on the field though after that challenge on Doku is beyond.
Don't even get me started with the referee.
It's beyond me. It's a red card. Gary never had the cheek to say it's a yellow.
VAR's fast.
This is another thing about the bias commentating. We're not even getting fair analysis anymore.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Just say in any walk of life that's a yellow card. It's a scandal. It was a straight red. It was a horrible challenge.
And then they had the cheek to comment, it was only a glancing blow.
No, man.
Sorry?
Bro,
that's just wrong.
Premier League, VAR, whatever they call themselves, Twitter, came out and said, it wasn't there wasn't enough intent or excessive force on.
They're just wrong. Like they're just like. Here's the thing, innit? It's one thing to have an opinion, or subjective, or this, that, and the other. This is just wrong, objectively. Anyway, but Man United deserved the victory, no doubt about it. Guardiola was in. They were in.
Yeah,
I don't even know what land they were in.
City were poor.
City were awful. And then when he took off Haaland, I was there like, you haven't fed this dog a bone once in this game, and you've taken him off. That's when the game was over for me. The game was well and truly done, because like you think City could do something, maybe you can't. As much as they've not been great for a little while, I still don't underrate them that much, in the sense of, if I see a game's blowing the other way, I don't think the game's finished. Because even in the 89th minute, they had a chance where they were going down the field, and I was thinking to myself, they can nick a goal here, but then they've taken off Haaland. Do you know what I mean? And you're just there like, why isn't Shirky starting this game? Just little things like that. You just think to yourself,
Reinders and Shirky have been.
Yeah, of course. But like the defense, we always knew the defense was a problem, and United just went and targeted it.
What's his name? The young kid, but he weren't ready.
Take your pick, mate. Elaine, Aki, Kusanov had a good performance. I think he was quite solid.
Was all right, but Elaine, bro, he weren't ready, man.
You got to understand, Kusanov's like 22. He was muscling men out there. I was like, holy smokes!
Yeah, his physicality is crazy, and he's super quick as well.
Crazy, yeah,
he's a beast. I noticed with Liam Delap, because the Delap is quite strong, and he bounced him off. I was like, raw.
Yeah, the young kid weren't ready, bro. I don't know why.
Rico Lewis, all of these, like O'Reilly, they were just getting run ragged. They were run ragged.
Tired of him.
So, yeah, I mean, Man City, if they're going to try and challenge for the title this year, they've just got to hope and pray Arsenal slide, because City cannot win the league like this. They can't.
Yeah.
Donnarumma kept him in it, so.
And that's the irony, David. Donnarumma was fantastic.
He was fantastic. Yeah. The goals you conceded, couldn't do nothing about him. So
never a good thing when you lose, though. But your keeper's your best player.
No, of course not.
You must have got getting backed. Left, right, and center.
His goal was getting peppered, man. Like United, I think, scored 3 or 4 goals, then chalked offside. They hit the post like twice.
Big saves as well. Wow.
Yeah, big saves. They battered Man United, battered Man City. Like, guys, hear what we're saying in 2026. Manchester United, we've become accustomed to over the last couple of years, going back as far as Ten Hag, if you wish, battered Man City.
Wow.
Even
the last 10 years post Fergie.
Yeah, fair. So Manchester United have got a massive win. After a very underwhelming spell, even with Fletcher, it was just so uninspiring. They drew with Burnley. They drew with, who was the other game they drew?
Lost to Brighton in the cup.
Lost to Brighton in the cup. Very uninspiring. And then
Leeds as well, I think. Leeds.
Was it Leeds?
No, Leeds was Amarin. That might have been the end of Amarin.
That was the end of Amarin. But yeah, Carrick, let's see how he gets on. His next game is Arsenal at the Emirates on Sunday. That's gonna be, because here's the thing: like if Man United do come out and play, we will have an entertaining game on Sunday. But they might follow suit of like Man City, Liverpool, Forest on the weekend. They might just say, look, squeeze Arsenal, make sure they don't get a shot off, and we'll leave with a point. Hopefully this is just it was just the fact it was Man City at home, Manchester derby, all of that sort of stuff. New manager comes into the helm, everyone's happy, feeling good, and then hopefully they revert back to type. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't see Man United honestly become really good between now and the end of the season. Surely not. Anybody got anything else on this game?
No, man.
Oscar's been very quiet. Any thoughts on this?
Oh, I didn't watch the games.
Oh, fair enough. Of course you didn't. Yeah.
I was on a train to flipping Tooting or wherever. So yeah, I missed it. But I'm surprised, man. I'm surprised City have like just not been at the races the past couple of games, or the past like December into Jan, where there was a moment where you kind of felt like, oh, City are going to give us a charge.
Taste.
But now the signing of Mark Israel Gehi.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
is that going to change them? Are they going to be more solid?
In this window, they've spent 80 million quid. Do you get what I'm saying? Like 85
But let's not talk
quid.
about the wages either.
We won't talk about the wages.
Yeah, we can't talk about the wages because, you know, Mark Gehi alone, that takes the window up to 81. 82 even. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I hear Mark Gay's on 300 grand a week.
What?
When I hear Man City have spent 20 million pounds on him,
that testimony is going to be sweet.
Can I tell you though that I saw him today in a Man City show. I saw the announcement from them, and I said, Man City just signed a Cobham centre back, and I watched Tosin and Chalobah start for my club. That's sickening.
Yeah,
that's sickening. And the thing is, like, he was one of those players. Yeah, I knew the first time I watched this kid play, this is a serious footballer. He's going right to the very top. It was very obvious with Gehi. It was very obvious.
He played on the Tuchel, didn't he?
He made his debut under Lampard. He never played. He never played. So he made his debut for Chelsea under Lampard. He was on loan at Swansea. That was where I watched him, and I said, "This kid is tidy." Had a really good season in the Championship for Swansea, and then he's never got a look in at Chelsea.
You would have thought like him and Tomori would have been the future. Like that would have been a centre back pairing and a half, man.
Yeah,
you see how Ernest says Man United are a dumb club. I think Chelsea's up there, mate.
I think in the last 10 years,
we've should have dominated 10.
In fact, not 10.
I was going to say 10's a long time, of course, since 2016.
10's a long time. Since 2018, Chelsea have been band for band with Man United as the dumbest club.
No, even prior to that, I know you've won trophies during that period. No, when I say Chelsea should have dominated the Premier League post Fergie, is crazy.
It was their time.
No, but I agree. I agree with you, David. You're not wrong. But I think post Fergie, you know, that time Chelsea won 2 league titles, so it wasn't. It was poor, but it wasn't like dumbest club in the world. What we did from 2018 onwards, every year is just idiocy.
But what I'm saying,
what's your last league title?
2017.
Can you believe Chelsea are coming up to 10 years without a Premier League title?
No, but this is what I'm saying.
It was like 3 years max in my mind for Chelsea. 3 years max.
Chelsea's 3 years at maximum, 4 years max.
Yeah, 4 years is unthinkable. 4 years is barren. That's a barren spot.
4 years is barren. Yeah. 10 years next year. Because they're not winning it this year. Let's have it right. So, and are they ready next year?
No.
Like, you know, Oscar. Man. Anyway, we're talking Chelsea. We're talking about City, Gay signing City and whatnot. Let's see. Maybe City will get it together when all their players are fit. You know, when they if they ever do get fit. But Oscar, like, I just want to brief because you're back in the chat. Like, and we've just led towards Chelsea. Like, where are you with the state of it all? You've not been around. Obviously, you've been in UG, living it large. When your manager was Enzo Maresca, when you flew out of London and you've flown back and it's Liam Rossini, what are your thoughts?
I think one of the podcasts in December, or maybe even November, I don't remember, but I had my name as the beginning of the end because there was one presser that Maresca did, and he kind of spoke about the board a little bit sideways. And I said, guys, it's the beginning of the end. Like, he's not going to last that long. He's not going to be a Chelsea manager for much longer.
Was it post Everton? Was it post Everton when he said it's the worst 48 hours of his life?
Something like that. Something like that.
He didn't get
when a Chelsea manager stops talking about football, stops talking about his players, and starts talking about what should have been done in January or how he's being treated by the board, you're just like, your days are numbered. And funny enough, the same thing happened with Amorim. Amorim was keeping his job until he started talking about upstairs, saying I'm, head coach, manager, all that nonsense. Then you know, these owners are very clueless people, and they don't like to be challenged, and they've got egos, and anyone with a lot of money has an ego. So it was just, our club is a mess. Like, when you look at what Enzo Maresca actually did at Chelsea Football Club, coming in to a team that was not in the Champions League, they were in the Conference League because that's the level that we were at. Yeah. He then got them in the Champions League. He then did that, winning the Conference League and won a Club World Cup, and then starts the next season. You know, this season has been bad. Like, from Maresca. Maresca was poor this season. We dropped points in many games that we had no business dropping points in. And I think that's poor. What's also poor is the squad management. Maresca said in the summer, I need a centre-back. Can the club get me a centre-back? Colwill has been injured. The club did not get him a centre-back. They didn't. They didn't even try. They were too busy trying to secure the deal of Garnacho and all these other players. Now, fast forward to January, Liam Rosenior needs a centre-back, and they're signing a young French centre-back for 50 million quid.
What is happening? Huh?
So
he looks good, though, but that's besides the point. That's besides the point.
At this point, Adrian,
yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous for Chelsea. Yeah, for Chelsea,
I could not give a monkeys, because you're going to tell me he looks good, and then he's going to come to Chelsea. He's going to have horrible performances, and you're going to say, "Oh yeah, but he's young. You got to wait. You got to wait."
You know where I stand on this. I put it in the group. I was cussing. I said Chelsea again. I'm just in the player himself. He looks alright, but Chelsea should be nowhere near him. Chelsea should be nowhere near him.
No. The truth is, I'm quite disillusioned. Like, I was with Pete the other day on Saturday. We were watching the game together, and I don't know if you clocked Peter, but I wasn't all the way invested.
No, you were. We were talking about Uganda, bro.
We were chatting about everything else.
We're talking about UG.
Chelsea Football Club is 2 weeks good. 2 weeks. It's like, we're horrible, and like, at any moment I look at it and I go, oh, we actually, you know, we had Caicedo there, we had Reece James, we had Palmer. Oh, at any moment of when I think, yeah, this team's actually kind of good, our manager is Liam Rosenior, bro. Like, how the mighty have fallen. How you don't have to do anything to become the manager of Chelsea. You don't have to have any credentials, any standards, anything. And the projects that these Clear Lake people are trying to sell to us, I am not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying the fact that you don't buy any players over 25 and we have no experience in the squad. I'm not buying that you sign poorly. It's not that you don't invest, you sign poorly. So even with that, you could still work your way around this under 25 thing and sign a player that's going to be effective in the league. When you look at Chelsea Football Club, they have spent £100 million on the left wing position. Are any of you envious of Chelsea's left wing? Do any of you look at the left-hand side of Chelsea when you're playing against Chelsea and see that as a threatening position on the pitch? No. But we spent a combined 100 million on two players. How do you spend 100 million and not improve in one position? How do you spend 100 million? Not say, oh, we spent 100 million and the attack didn't improve. No. My left wing last season and my left wing now, we've spent 100 mil and not improved. I've signed two strikers. Neither of them are Champions League level strikers. Neither.
Oscar was at my crib on Saturday, and he said that this season the squad is worse than last season.
Oh, for sure.
And I thought, what?
For sure.
And then he broke it down. Like, you had a centre forward last year. Do you know what I mean? For a kickoff.
We had Nicholas Jackson. Now, I was never the biggest fan of Nicholas Jackson. Sure. but even backup for Nicholas Jackson was Christopher Nkunku. Christopher Nkunku and Nicholas Jackson are better than Delap and flipping Joao Pedro.
And Mark
Guéhi.
Yeah.
The thing is, Mark Guéhi was there both times. So
no, fair.
Mark Guéhi was there last season. He's there this season. Like I've already spoken about the wingers. Last season we had Madueke and we had Jadon Sancho. They're better. They're better than Garnacho and Gittins. They are. In backup for Cole Palmer, you know, we've got Facundo Buonanotte, who has now gone back on loan to Leeds United. Yeah. Last season, we had Joao Felix in that position.
So, question: Buonanotte. I was of the assumption, guys, I don't know about you lot, that he was a Chelsea player. I didn't realize he was on loan from Brighton.
Why are Chelsea loaning players?
I had no idea you loaned him from Brighton.
Why would Chelsea? Let's talk about it. Just binary. Why would Chelsea Football Club loan a player from Brighton?
No idea. No idea.
The running of the club, the organization, the way that managers are set up to fail, and these players are set up to fail. Not one of these players is older than anyone on this podcast. Not one of these guys, not one of these players is they're young boys. As much as I want the oldest player in our squad is 28, bro. They're young men. So I've just
that feels old in the Chelsea team, isn't it? When you hear
that's Cucurella. Cucurella's uncle to these man. I'm just not with it. I'm just not with it. And I think, if I was Cole Palmer in the summer, I'd be let me get out of here. Do you know what I mean? Let me get out of here because I don't trust them in the summer. Let's say we do well and we get in the top 4 and we go again next season. I don't trust them to go and buy the right players, and the players that we have, I don't trust them. I don't trust them to reach the level. Do you know what I mean? I don't trust Garnacho to become a top winger. I just don't believe it, man. Sorry, guys. I just don't believe it.
Oscar, we had the top 4 derby midweek in the Carabao Cup in the Caribou, where it was Chelsea 2, Arsenal 3. What was your thoughts of that game?
Oh, it was a pile of crap. I hated that game. I actually hated that game. I thought.
Did you go to it?
I thought. No. I watched it at home. Thank God. It was freezing. I'm glad I didn't go. No, I think Arsenal were obviously going to be the better team. Our team was very, very crippled. Didn't have Palmer, didn't have James, didn't have Caicedo. There was a lot wrong with it. Again, starting Mark Guiu, guys, the idea that I would pay money for Chelsea Football Club to go to a game and that's my starting number 9. Come on, man. Come on. Before Roman, I was at least going to watch Hasselbank, bro. How are you giving me Mark Guiu with 1 billion spent? That's my 9.
Nasty work, guys. It's nasty.
But Pete, it's sickening, man. It makes me sick to my stomach when I really think about it. Because I go through life forgetting what Chelsea Football Club have become. But then sometimes I just sit there and go, raw, this is where we are now. It's a bit it's nasty, man. It's nasty.
You were like that watching the Brentford game.
Yeah, and look, I'm saying this after a win, after a fairly comfortable 2-0 win.
Fairly comfortable.
No, but
Brentford knocked on that door. Brentford knocked on that door.
No, they didn't.
Oscar, we watched it together.
What door was being knocked on?
Oscar, I saw Brentford in your box for longer than longer than you were in your own heart, in their own half.
I don't know. I don't think Chelsea were good, but I think we got the second goal when we got out there. 2-0 win at home.
Chelsea were fine. Yeah, Chelsea were all right, but I do think Brentford were woeful.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, there was no danger of us losing that game. And then we've got Champions League this week against Paphos at home. Again, no danger of us losing that game. But I just don't believe. I don't believe anymore, guys. I don't believe.
Do you want the stats?
Yeah.
54% possession was to Brentford. They had 15 shots on goal, 5 on target. Chelsea had 6 on goal, 2 on target. They had 9 corners, you had 3. Chelsea made 6 saves and Brentford made none.
What's your point?
You were going on like Brentford didn't have their chance. Brentford were
no, Pete, you're missing my point. I don't care about this game. I couldn't give a monkeys about this game.
Yeah.
I couldn't give. My point was 2-0. Well, that's a comfortable win. 2-0. 2-0 was a comfortable win. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Fair enough. They had chances. Cool. I don't care. The point is, supporting Chelsea right now is kind of like working at a 9 to 5 that pays you enough to pay your rent and bills, but you're never getting a promotion. You're just there. You're just doing it. And no, my joy in supporting Chelsea could potentially come in a decent Champions League run. That's about it. You know, if we draw a team that's a big team, and then we beat them, that's the only way. But yeah, I'm disillusioned, very disillusioned. The rest of this,
you go to Palace away next weekend or this Sunday.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to go away to Palace with this one.
Even with Palace as crippled as they are at the minute. I mean, yeah, Liam Rosenior of it all, guys. There's just it's not inspiring, is it? There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
You're saying Liam Rosenior. Liam Delap has 1 league goal this season.
Yeah, it's not good, bro. That's not good, guys.
Do you know, Oscar, like I've been telling my Man United fellas, time to clean house. Clean house.
Nah, man.
All right. Anything else? Is there any comments on Chelsea? I mean, Nat says that surely Greece James should be leading Chelsea to titles.
What are you talking about, Nat? Nat, what are you talking about?
Why is he not got a point? Or
that's just agenda, isn't it? He's not God.
Look, Peter, what? Don't do that. Because what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You say he's not God. It's just an agenda.
What do you want to do that to you?
Yeah, should if I go into shoulds, yeah, surely. If I do surely, all I know is this week I did see Timber getting dog walks up and down Stamford Bridge by
whoa.
So let's not.
On that, by the way, Oscar, on that, do you give yourself a prayer in the second leg? Do you think Chelsea can go through?
I mean, there's only one goal in it. I think you should have killed us. I said that in the group chat. You should have killed us.
I'll get to our defending later.
I mean, if there's nothing else on Chelsea, I'm happy to go over to the sea.
Yeah, please. I'm begging we go over to a different club because I don't want to talk about Chelsea anymore. I'm sick of that team.
I thought exactly the same as you, but I hear it. It's miserable.
They always say he's a Champions League winner. Surely domestic title isn't too much to ask for. Whoa. Oscar, man.
Just after the first part of your sentence, just leave it there. They always say he's a Champions League winner. Leave it there. Reece James is Reece James. You know who he is. So I ain't got to say much.
I'm not sure what we can say as well in terms of saying much. Arsenal, drawing away at Forest. Yet again, Arsenal not getting 3 points at the City ground.
Mate, that's our bogey ground, mate.
I mean, why?
Oh, isn't it? Okay.
Like, I think we've had like one win in 8 over there. Like, it's been forever since we've won there, including cups.
Last time one was a league game.
Yeah. David, man, why can't Arsenal finish their plate?
As I said, our attack is poor, bro. Our attack it's not good, man. Yeah, we had a good result against Chelsea, but mate, when we're not scoring from set pieces, the open play is not great. And it's been like this. I've been complaining about this all season. It's not good. You've rested Saka, Madueke, and Martinelli are not on. They're not on it, bro. These men are not serious, bro.
Why do you think it's not good though? What's missing?
Good.
No, but what's missing?
It's been poor. Saka's been poor. It's poor. There's nothing else. What else do you want me to say?
No, but like, what's missing from the attack? Like, what is the reason you
goals, bruv?
Nah. I mean, why are you not creating chances to score goals? Like, what is the block?
Ask my number 8. Ask my number 8.
Yeah, but what is it? Odegaard? Like, what is that? Is it? Are you moving the ball slow? Are you not playing through balls? Are you not finding Gyökeres, or is it Gyökeres not moving? Like, what is the reason for Arsenal's?
I saw some interesting
stagnation.
I've seen some interesting takes on Twitter, like with this low block and how now everyone is Arsenal. We rely on set pieces. Once we've scored, then teams have to come out and thing, and we get the 2 and the 3s. Peter, when was our last open play goal? I can't remember. Minus the league. I
Or
didn't
in the
watch
league.
Yeah, in the league. I can't remember.
We're going back, man. We're going back because we had a couple own goals. We've had, and the last few goals were set pieces. Looking at us 0-0 against Forest.
It was a penalty. You're correct.
0-0 was against Liverpool. 3-2 Bournemouth. So Declan Rice. I remember Declan Rice.
Oh, yeah, right.
So let's go Bournemouth. 3rd of Jan. Bournemouth.
They're not that bad.
It's just it's one of those ones where this is what I'm saying. You got to be flexible, man. You can't just rely on this was my issue. Like when you're not going to if you're not going to score from set pieces, can you create enough chances to score? Martinelli misses an absolute sitter. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what
I was going to say though, David. Based just off the Nottingham Forest game alone.
Yeah.
I looked at that and I said, no, Arsenal had created some decent opportunities to win that game. Obviously, the Martinelli, there was a brilliant Saka header. I think Saka dinks the ball to the far stick and someone gets on the end of it as well. I think he should have had a penalty. I mean, Ola Aina seems to think so as well. Would you say that in this
Whoa!
Did you see Ola Aina Oscar? Let's not do this.
Whoa!
Listen,
he played Eddie Guerrero.
Once Dallo didn't get sent off in the earlier game,
all bets were off.
Okay, can I ask you, all three of you, honestly, do you actually think the Ola Aina thing is a penalty to Arsenal?
100%. He's cupped it.
That's a penalty.
He's cupped it
all day long.
Oh, mate.
This is the game. The game is in disarray. If that's a penalty,
the game's gone.
How on earth is that a penalty?
Guys, if Dallo can escape the red card,
guys are watching clips in slow motion. Like,
what do you want me to do?
Get slow motion. In real life, it's actually worse. In real time, it's worse.
No, in real time,
you actually see a move with the hand. You actually see a move. The player, this thing that you talk about, the player behind him, Elliot Anderson's leg doesn't move Aina's hand. If it did, you've got a great case.
Elliot Anderson's
his hand, Ole Aina's hand moves alone in the whole situation of it all. He's put an Eddie Guerrero post after the game. He's put an Eddie Guerrero post after the game. You know what that means. I lie, I steal. We know what that means.
I just the same team. Anytime even a throw goes against them, they're writing letters to BGMO or whoever it is. Marinakis is down there like a flash. Fair enough.
Listen, let's have it right. That's a penalty all day long.
Yeah, it's penalty.
Arsenal cannot hang on that situation being they do.
Yeah, of course.
Here's the truth of the matter. I mentioned this on the podcast last week with me and AD, right? And it's the thing yet again that as much as I get so annoyed with these players in terms of like this kind of performance, we've seen it a lot this season, right, David? And whether we've won, whether we've drawn, whatever the case may be, whether we've lost, why can't we mix it up? Like, can we stop going to the same date or the same restaurant every time we go out? If I took my wife to the same spot, guys, week in, week out, where she's finessed the whole menu, everything's been used, and I'm still taking her there, she's not having it. She's not having it. At some point, this idea of like, we need to get used to the fact that 19 out of the 20 Premier League teams, maybe unless you're Chelsea, 18 of the Premier League teams are going to low block against you. Can you sort this out? Can you figure it out, guys?
Ask Arnie Slot too, please.
For sure. But like this thing of Arsenal cannot feel sorry for themselves in these situations.
Hey, that's so funny. You lot are complaining about low blocks. My team don't even face low blocks. The teams think they can just with us. Everyone wants to tussle with us.
But that's the thing, like
bad for bad. Crazy.
You know what it is? I had to really deep it, right? Because Liverpool came to the Emirates, blood, like them man was Sunderland. Liverpool came there. Man City. We watched Man City come to the Emirates, and play, like Sean Dyche football. I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick
of that City one. Yeah, it's crazy. Looking back.
Liverpool can make
us. They almost beat us
They
as well.
almost beat us, to be fair.
No, but just the way Pep set out.
Like Pep Guardiola, a Pep Guardiola side ever going there with less of the possession, ever going there with less of the shots on target? You must be crazy. You must be absolutely out of your mind. You'd never see a Man United in Fergie's day do that. Do you know what I mean? So this thing of, or even just Pep Guardiola in his Man City days, the thing is, we've got to stop feeling sorry for ourselves. Get your big boy pants on, strap up, and find another way to go about it. Mikel, I want to see your tactics during the week. Yeah, you got to switch it up. You got to make people, because even if you go with your same method, yeah, and you know when the manager's got it wrong, when he's making 3 subs at half time, he knows he's got it wrong. But then again, guess what? The AD, what did I say last week?
The same
like
sub.
You know what I'm saying? Like for like. If Trossard starts, we know Martinelli's coming on. If Saka starts, we know Madueke's coming on. If Odegaard starts, we know that Eze's coming on.
Yeah.
Like,
And don't get me wrong.
Maybe I want to see Gyökeres, Jesus, and Martinelli.
Why not? Something new.
Why not? Yeah, and you know the thing. I'll tell you one thing I miss about I miss Wenger ball till the hills. But one of the things I did miss was if we were nil with 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes to go, we've got 4 strikers on. I've seen Welbeck, Alexis Sanchez, Olivier Giroud, and Theo Walcott all on the same pitch at the same time.
And we're still playing Wenger ball.
And we'll still, you know what?
One.
You know what, David? We're still playing Wenger ball. So this thing of like, we don't throw the kitchen sink. We had 60% of the possession at the City ground and did niche with it.
Nothing, bro.
It's time to stop feeling sorry for yourselves, boys. Yeah? Get up, have a plan B, have a plan C, and a plan D. Because plan A is not always going to work. Now, granted, we've extended our lead at the top of the Premier League. Okay, fine. After all of that, we're 7 points clear. But you know what? Man United said, "Here, Arsenal. Here's your first course." Yeah. Then
giving you the key. Go and lock the door.
What's it called? Who played Villa? David Moyes.
David Moyes said, "Here you go.
Here's your main course." Go and eat, Arsenal. But how many times have Arsenal not finished their plate when City have dropped 4 games in a row now?
Wow.
They've dropped 4 games in a row where they've either drawn or lost. 4.
As I said, 7 points is not a big. You can call that back.
But that's the thing. If we were like 12 points clear, mate,
relaxing, 3 up, bro. 7, nah, and I still got to go to City. Yeah, then you get these clowns. Let these clowns come mess around and take points off us on Sunday.
Guys, I couldn't believe Sean Dyche walked away with a point, man, and probably smug about it as well. And I was just like, "Come on, man, Sean Dyche, you can't it can't
good enough, man.
It's not good enough."
No. So, some tactical wizards or something.
All I'm saying is mix it up. Every time you order Chinese, sometimes just change it. Yeah? Try something different. Change your palate. You know what I mean? We're there drinking. You know what? I used to say to you guys that when Mikel finds something wrong that happened one year, the next year he does everything he can to mitigate it, right? Where it goes just too far. Like it just goes too much, right?
Yeah.
This season, right? So last season, Arsenal had the worst disciplinary in the Premier League. Last season, the worst.
Wow.
We have the best this season, right? Now, I'm not angry about that. I'm not mad about that. But is that what his focus is on? Is that where his focus lies? Because it's like you're not bringing it. Eze makes a massive mistake against Villa. Doesn't mark Matty Cash. Matty Cash scores. It's 2-1 Villa. Game set. Or I think it was 1-0 at the time anyway. But we haven't seen him since. And then when he's coming on, he's getting his charity minutes. He's getting his Oxfam minutes. What are we doing?
But Odegaard's just allowed to walk around like it's park.
Meanwhile, because even Miles Lewis-Skelly, right? When he got dropped, I think people would say, "Do you know what? Fair enough. He's not even been playing well since he's come back, right?"
And we could do it for time out. Yeah.
Do it some time, And then we're looking at Waneri. What does Waneri have to do? Do you know what I mean? What nudes has he got? You know what I mean? Like, what does he have to do in order to get some minutes? Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard. Because I was even seeing some of like Waneri's compilations of last season. Big games. The guy's turning up, playing good football.
Numbers, who's scoring goals as well.
You know, and then I'm seeing Max Dowman get this season. Max Dowman's getting in ahead of players.
That Liverpool game was telling in retrospect.
It was very telling.
Dowman's getting in ahead of Wanyeri.
Disrespectful, man.
Because what's the excuse there? Dowman's younger than him.
Absolutely.
Why can you have someone who's not come out of school starting ahead of man, bro? Nah, man.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like when Mikel says, that cannot, the man is traumatized. Things are just scarred for him. And that's where the focus is now. So we can't be ill-disciplined, and we can't, and what Eze did, I can't even forgive. So now your focus has left. What's the priority here?
But then, Pete, this is what's going to happen. It's going to bite him in the cabinet. Yeah, we'll get to a game, Champions League quarterfinal, second leg, or whatever, where we need a goal, and the next night he's throwing on man last minute. Please go and rescue me. I've not played.
David, you saw when Eze come on against Forest.
The hips need oil.
The hips are rusty.
Yeah.
Like I remember when Eze come on Saturday, guys, you should have seen Mikel talking to him. It was almost it's almost like Mikel didn't even have the words for him. It was very much just like, this is like a last throw of the dice. Come on, like,
what do you not think's going on there? Because like you're saying, Pete, it wasn't even like, oh, Arsenal need to change the game. Let's bring on Eze. It was like, here, nigga, damn. It was like,
he does it all the time. He does it all the time.
This is what we're calling out, Oscar. It's the fact that
David, you're saying he does it all the time. In the past month, Eze has spent so much time as an unused sub. Like the guy doesn't even get off the bench.
No, but this is what I'm saying. He comes when he needs a result. He's not played you for like 6, 7, 10 games. And now you're telling me, go rescue me 10 minutes. Hey, go rescue, man. He doesn't even last season.
Given these Salvation Army minutes, guys, he needs to have games. Like, bring him on at halftime, for goodness sake.
Make-a-wish minutes.
Make-a-wish minutes. Do you get what I'm saying? Give me some minutes. Let me go in and impact the game. Let me go and
change the game.
Let me go and change the game. You know, like he plays Saka in the semi-final against Chelsea, and then he starts Madueke at Forest. And I'm like, wait, what was your thinking there?
Yeah. It's more or less a dead rubber. So
then he hooked him. And you're just thinking, you know, and I'm tired of Arsenal not feeding Gyökeres. I'm tired.
Carrick was all right as well. He wasn't bad.
Listen, I'm tired of Arsenal not feeding Gyökeres. Gyökeres comes off the field. I'm seeing balls getting whipped in the penalty area. What? So this is in you lot. So it's in you lot.
Annoying. You whip the ball in for Marino, and Jesus, but not Gyökeres. What is going on there?
You see what you were just saying, yeah? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Because like Peter, you've marveled. You told me to watch Marino tape. I'll be honest with you, I haven't. But you've marveled about his intelligence. You've marveled about his movement. Are there stuff those players are doing that's enticing players to look for them, whereas Gyökeres is not creating separation or making a sudden moves, whatever Gyökeres is not doing?
Do you know what?
The players are looking for him.
Do you know what it is though, AD? Your point there is bang on, but hear me out. Give me a reason to criticize Gyökeres. Put the ball in the box.
He's not had a shot on goal.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying
30 games out of 20.
What I'm saying is everybody needs to have I want everyone to be above reproach and let us blame Gyökeres. Let us have a let's have a finger to point at. Because here's the thing. Which finger are we pointing at? We can point at the manager, we can point at Ødegaard, and we can point at Gyökeres. And Saka and Martinelli for that matter. That's a problem. That's a problem. Declan Rice lately, you know, we've worked lyrical about him, but we can Arsenal, you know, every Arsenal fan is right when they're picking on one person because they've all got a case for those people that they're picking on. My main case, Mikel Arteta, because he sets up the tactics, he sets up the play, and these substitutions are horrendous and have been for a very long time.
Wow.
Like for like when your team, you know, like your thing isn't working. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the same thing again with different personnel.
Literally.
That's not the problem.
He's given the defense nothing new to think about. Nothing new.
Murillo was eating every ball that entered that penalty area.
Pete, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Milankovic is a mountain amongst men. Bloody hell. Massive blow.
I got a question for you, Pete. Yeah,
go for it.
Obviously, it's been a long time since we won the league title. Yeah,
Mm.
let's say we win it. Yeah, do you think we will retain next season, playing the way we're playing?
I think the issue you'll have for next season is that City and Liverpool, I don't think they're gonna be relentless next season. That's
I like to hope so.
My estimation is that now, and don't get me wrong, that might put a rocket up Arsenal's backside to be like, oh, it's time to sort yourselves out. Maybe Arsenal having it too easy.
Yeah. I think that's a point as well, because I feel like if City won, you would have seen a different Arsenal. I know that's mad hypothetical.
That's a problem, isn't it? Yeah, and that's a bit of a problem.
And you see, and that's my thing. Yeah, like you see Liverpool last season, you lot were on this thing, bro.
Yeah.
No, but we kind of got to this stage as well where it was kind of like, we're at the top of the mountain alone, nobody's here, and we're pissing about.
But when you won, that's when you lot sort of started losing.
Fair enough.
Like you had one defeat till March. You had like one defeat until March.
Relentless, left, right, center, lastminute.com scoring. I don't see that with this team.
And don't get me wrong, we're winning games, but it's the manner in which we're winning these games that people are like.
And when there's competition, you got 2-3 teams on you, bro. City and Liverpool at the apex. I think we'll crumble.
Do you know what? Here's the concern, David, right? And you, man. Arsenal could play that Forest game 10 more times. It will be 0-0. Arsenal could play the game against the game against Brighton.
I struggle with that, you know. Me personally, like you've drawn a lot. I feel like Forest was the better of your draws. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't great, but like Sales pulled up a couple of worldies.
Everton would have been a 0-0 draw had Gyökeres not scored his penalty.
Yeah. For instance, like Everton was dross. Like Everton was a dross game. Yeah.
We were dross on Saturday, mate.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Adrian Anderson. It is Nottingham Forest and it's Sean Dyche Forest.
I hear it.
Like, let me show you where are these men in the league?
They're 17th. They're 4 points.
They're
I think they're 5 points clear of West Ham, I think, with that point.
They're the Myers, a fan for their lives.
Adrian, these men are 17th in the Premier League with 1 win in 5.
It's not great. It's not great.
Come on. They've lost 12 games this season in 22.
Oh, okay.
Out of 22 games, they've lost 4. They've drawn 4 and lost 12. This team is a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
And that's because of the manager, by the way. Let's have it right. Forest's 11 is superb. The manager stinks.
You're okay, huh?
They're missing Chris Wood, mate. I'm telling you, if Chris Wood had played, they'll nick a goal. I'm telling you right now.
Even Tyrell.
I was telling Pete, I was like, "Where's Chris Wood, man?
He's injured. I think he's got a knee.
He's cooked, man.
Yeah.
That's it for him.
Yeah. Adrian, can we talk about Amari Hutchinson?
You take the floor. He's your old boy. Take the floor.
My old boy.
Why Amari Hutchinson? Why are we talking about him?
He's I don't get it. Teams, and guess what? If Forest were to go down, you're going to find another team next year, pluck £35 million at their backsides, and pay for what exactly?
He is Forest's all-time record signing.
Nah, man.
He's up there for Ipswich as well.
But let's be real. Even at the top, no matter what level of club you are, your record signing surely has to be like your most important player. Like, has to be like starting every week. Like,
or we've got top 15 players at least.
What do you think about it? Like Arsenal's record signing is Declan Rice. Rice plays every week.
And before that, it was who? Was it like Mesut Ozil or someone like that? Like, it was somebody up there. Or Aubameyang. I think it was Aubameyang, 60 million. He's playing. He's starting games.
Chelsea's record signing is Moises Caicedo. He plays every week when he's fit.
And before that,
how old is he?
Who?
Hutchinson, 2003.
So 22.
So he's going to be 22, 23 this year.
Guys, this is where players and their agents need to be smarter, bro.
I think his agent's a genius.
No, bro, but
Yeah,
you're
go
not
on.
starting, bro. Yeah, granted.
Okay, David, what Premier League would he start at? He's not at the level to be playing Premier League football yet, at least.
Bro, you got to be real with yourself. Look at these man. For example, the Bellinghams. Take control of your career. Where am I going to start? Who's going to develop me? Man said, "All right, cool, Dortmund, fine, I'm going there." His
Mind
brother's
you,
going
though,
to do the same thing.
but
He's a
David,
Premier League footballer, Premier League money, though.
Bro, you got to be smart with your career, man.
But David, he was joining a Nuno Espirito Santo Forest. Let's remember that. At the time, Forest are on their third manager this season. Like his world has gone upside down.
Yeah.
The guy who would have lured him in, the guy that would have said, "This is what I want to do with you. This is how I see you playing." You know, they sell the project.
Was he starting under him though? Was he starting under him?
No, I wouldn't say he was starting, but I think he was given a vision. But also, he'd gone down with Ipswich, so it's like he needed to get a gig in the Premier League.
I would have gone West Ham, bro. But West
Ham would you?
He's played there.
No, David. You know how we talk about Hermanson?
Play football.
It'll be the same thing. Callum Wilson, it'll be the same class,
bro.
Guys, you know West Ham signing for West Ham is not a good career move. It's not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
But if I'm playing, I'm playing, bro.
Because I don't think people are taking into consideration how bad Forest's drop has been. Because this team was going for the Champions League last year. They are 17th.
The owner ruined it, bro.
They're 17th by the flick of a manager.
The owner and Edu ruined it.
Man.
Some of the signings were ridiculous. What the hell is Zinchenko doing there?
We need to discuss sporting directors in the game. Sporting directors
need to go.
Ruined the game.
They need to go.
Ruined the game.
We don't need sporting directors. They need to go. They need to freaking go. When Arsene Wenger said, "What do they do?" You see, when he said, "What do they do?" Like, if you're the manager, what did they do?
What did Wenger ever have one?
Wenger was speaking sense, bro.
Wenger was a manager, man. It's a bygone era.
No, but we brought in Sven Mislintat. That's when the questions came. So Sven Mislintat.
Oh my days, that's when it went weird.
Yeah, we brought in Sven Mislintat and Raul. Right? And Wenger was like, "What is a sporting director? What does a director of football do?"
Yeah. Shout out Angry Man.
2 days ago.
Say again.
What did I show you sometime last week? In one transfer swoop, Emmanuel Adebayor and Abu Dhabi. That's what Wenger. That's the time when Wenger was on. Not 35-year-old Liechtensteiner. What you doing that? Wenger was fucking guys at his backside. The Nilsson, anyone, bro.
Bruh. Good times, man. Good times. Oscar's angry manner. Shout out to you. Guys, ain't it crazy that we're in January and only 3 teams have a goal difference in double digits? Is that true?
I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know, like, when you're supposed to have a goal difference of double digits. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, everyone's
you can't score 40 goals and concede, like, you know what I mean, like 31.
Yeah. That's a good way of looking at it.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's a bit weird.
I've just
22 games.
I've just never paid attention to it. I'll be honest.
But like, if you win, say you played 20, say you played 20 games and you win 15 of them.
Oh, the Chelsea.
Right? You win 15 of them, right? Out of 20, you've got to be on double figures. A 2-1 there, 2-0 here. Yeah, do you know what I mean? A 3-1. You might get a 4-0 depending who you play, Tottenham Hotspur. You know what I mean? Like, you might get a bit extra, but I don't know. Anyway, let's move on.
Final question.
Yeah.
No, it's not a question. Just a point. I'm so livid. Arsenal going to win this league without a single player scoring double-digit goals. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations.
It's criminal activity.
I've just had to accept it. This is how Arteta's set up. Let me just be clear, yeah. This is how I like to play football or what I like to watch. I'm that Guardiola attacking Wenger ball. That's me, bruv.
Who's the top goal scorer?
Man, let's go to spade a spade. In May, none of us will give a damn about any of this.
No.
You know, head over heels.
I will celebrate, but it's just
I've never seen a fan base.
I'm pulling teeth, blood.
Yeah, I've never seen a fan base running away with the league and being so miserable along the way.
Bro, it's
Yeah,
only Liverpool, bro.
It should be the best season of your lives.
Enjoy it every second.
Listen,
The fact that it's taken a couple years of Arsenal challenging, it means now this year just feels like it's win or bust. It doesn't feel like, oh, we're about to win the league. You know,
but we should win it at a canter, bro. Why are you making
Like about time?
our top goal scorers
Five.
with 5 is Perez and Trossard. You know, Pedro Neto's got 5. You know, Gakpo's got 5. You know, Tijani Reinders has got 5. Jaden Anthony's got 5. Callum Wilson's got 5. Morgan Gibbs White. Morgan Gibbs White.
Oscar, go check the list, bro. Go and see.
Lucas Dementia.
Than us.
Harvey Barnes.
Oh, by the way, guys, there's actually Monday Night Football on right now. And,
what stadium are we live from?
Live from the
even Bruno Fernandes got 5.
You know, they Hertzler. We might have to start asking questions because Bournemouth are 1-0 up.
You're not allowed. No one's allowed. You're not allowed because people wanted to ask me questions when it came to De Zerbi. And I said to you, he's pulling up frigging trees at Brighton. So we're not talking about Hertzler now.
Well, I'll tell you this: at the moment, Hertzler's not even a florist.
Let's talk on what's not how he's not pulling up trees as well. I mean, Liverpool, Burnley at home.
Liverpool.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Moving like an arsonist. Talking about pulling up the trees.
If we thought, Arsenal drawing at Forest is bad, which it is, Burnley at home, have a word, because you struggled away. I remember that game. It was different time away.
Different time, last minute Salah.
What's going on, Adrian?
I'm miserable. I've had enough of this crap. Absolute asinine BS. It's and you know what? Bro, sometimes you see Virgil van Dijk, yeah? That's my guy, that's my legend. But it's like, bro, they asked him, hey yo, what's wrong? Like, what's wrong with the team? I'm not sure. And then he says something to the effect of, it's not nice, like we don't appreciate the fans booing us, which I do hear. I want to be the players as well, but it's like, bro, like we're not feeling inspired as a people, like, as a fan base. It's tepid. It's really, really, yeah.
I mean, look, you had 32 shots on goal, 11 on target.
Missed the penalty.
Guys, 32 shots in a game of football?
Who took the pen?
So, boss line. I was deficit. I feel like I was crestfallen because like at least like in a season could be bad. I've got little motifs. I've got a little side to hang my hat on. I saw the way boss like levied that penalty against Inter Milan, and I'm like, all right, yeah, he's got that head tank.
Yes,
complete. He was on his Steven Gerrard to Roy Hodgson away at Ewood Park. See you later, mate. He threw it. If you want to talk about what's his name, Brahim Díaz, supposed to like on that as well.
No.
Oh my god, guys, what the hell is going on? The Premier League is cooked, bro. The Premier League this year is cooked. This is not the best league in the world today.
Do you know what it reminds me of, Pierre? Yeah, the Leicester season.
Do you think?
Where everyone is just asleep.
Yeah, because I couldn't quite work out if it was more 2012 season or 2016. I couldn't work out.
This is Leicester, man.
Because David,
was it 2015? Do you remember when Chelsea walked the league and by January it was theirs?
Yeah.
Conte when he switched to the back.
No. Mourinho's one.
Oh.
Mourinho's 2015. Bro,
guys, no. Which one? The first one when he first come back.
When he first come back.
We
said the league was over when Fabregas did that pass, assist to Schürrle.
To be fair, the assist to Schürrle opening day was.
Yeah. You knew.
We said, hey, no, I'd said it dead.
And I won't forget this. Oscar asked me, is Fabregas that good though? Before he kicked the ball for Chelsea. He actually asked me. He said he was like, "But like what? Like Fabregas really like what?" I'm like, "Are you joking me?"
I don't think. Guys, I just want to say I don't recall this conversation.
Oh, of course you don't. Funny that. Yeah, funny you don't recall it.
How convenient.
How convenient.
I don't recall it.
2014, he had the nerve to ask me like, but like really though, because Fabregas had signed, and it was like it was all gas. Everybody was hyped. Boom, boom, boom. Then Oscar like kind of the dust settled and the smoke cleared. Then he said to me like what?
No,
really?
This is after we've argued, guys.
You know, in fact, Fabregas was a bit older by then.
No, bruv, you weren't, man. It was still like 28, 27.
No, but bear in mind, he started at 16 though.
I mean,
and he was still class.
Listen,
go ahead. We know that now. But maybe at the time it might have been a decent question to ask. Maybe
some of the assists.
Me
and
Peter were disgusted Wenger didn't buy him back. Oh my
god! What did Wenger say about Wilshere waiting? I can't remember.
He said something like, "Once you leave us, like there's no way back." That's what he literally said. Once you leave, there's no way back.
I respectfully, he lost the plot towards the end, man. He was cracking out, bro.
The argument I made to David at the time, though, we had Rosicky, we had Ramsey, we had Cazorla, we had Ozil, we had Wilshere. Like we had like
Cazorla and maybe Wilshere.
Bro, you add to it, bro.
You add to it, man. Screw Rosicky. I don't want to say we had that, please. You know what? Forget about it. But screw them guys. Screw them guys. If Fabregas was on the market then.
I saw we could have got him at a discount as well.
Yeah, 35 million. 35 million was our buyback clause. First refusal, buyback. Anyway, we're talking Liverpool because I can't talk about Cesc Fabregas.
I was enjoying that. Just anything to take my mind off of Liverpool.
You guys are cooked.
Just to be fair, yeah, go on.
No, I'm just saying you guys are cooked.
We're cooked, but you know what? The only bit of joy I'm sort of seeing is the signs of recovery and the fact that, you know what, this is actually a star-studded team and we've got top ballers in this side. Like, you know, you talk about your Ekitike case. Like, if you look at the work he does for the first goal, I don't think he actually gets the assist for it. I think it's Curtis Jones, but he's such a bright player. He's so good, man. Like, you know what? Day by day, it becomes puzzling because everybody in Europe needed a striker. Well, everyone in our league certainly needed a striker, right? Maybe Bar City. And, you know, it was the perennial Sesko or Gyökeres debate. And Ekitike just sort of slipped through the cracks. But if you look at him, and you know, I don't mean no disrespect, and I'm not saying this lightly, it feels like watching a young Thierry Henry. And it's bizarre. Why do you not think teams weren't even in for him? I know Newcastle were, but
no, Newcastle was stupid.
No, I mean, yeah, because on one hand, Newcastle were like they were looking.
They saw him.
All they did was they looked at all they did was sit in the Bundesliga because they got Voltamato in the end, but they just sat in the Bundesliga and said,
"Yo, let's go." I see what they're saying about Voltamato these days, but God,
but that's the thing. Like they were like the reason I think the number one reason why people never looked at Ekitike except like your Liverpool, and I think Liverpool kind of got light of the fact that Newcastle were involved in him. That's probably where David's going with that. Is the fact that when you're playing in the Bundesliga, no one cares. We didn't care for you. You get me? Yeah. We didn't really care for you. It's not like he won the Cop Cal. It's not like he won the
Golden Boot.
It's not like he won the Euro, the Europa League. He didn't win nothing last year, and it's Frankfurt, right? So no one could give a rat's because you can't even tell me who the number 10 was, right? So we could only talk about like Leverkusen.
He's a good kid. Chan Uzen, he's a good kid, but yeah.
Oh, listen, you're well informed, right? But I'll tell you something.
Believe you me, I'm not. It's just hearsay.
Yeah, but the thing is that nobody's obviously watching the German football. That's the number one thing. But when he signed to Liverpool, one of the first things I did hear about was about this Thierry Henry comparison. These were like from the French journalists. You know, I listen to European football podcasts and all that kind of stuff. So the French connection type of thing. They were very much like, you know, if he lives up to his potential, this is Thierry Henry in the making because of the frame, because of the pace,
but technique, the elegance.
I think they were talking like more. They were talking more Trezeguet. Like they were talking more Trezeguet than Henry because he played central. He's very, very central, whether he can do something out on the left or whatever. But they were talking about him more like Trezeguet, who was a deadly striker.
By the way,
deadly. So, yeah, I mean, listen, credit to Liverpool because they snapped him up. Paid a fortune, but listen, the fortune might pay off.
And again, and I think speaking of fortune, one of the sort of components that's making me so excited about this future, and unfortunately, this post-Arne Slot Liverpool, I know, Peter, you're sort of perplexed by me sort of saying it last week. I mean, with the mood around Liverpool at the moment, I think it's 5 wins in our last 17 games in the league. Do you sort of maybe understand the sentiment a bit more, or are you still back in Mr. Fluff?
Can I tell you what's kind of made my head spin a bit since last week? Is the fact that Xabi Alonso is available.
Okay.
And I just feel like Liverpool as a city, not that Slot was the reason the mood came down, but Liverpool as a city, if Xabi Alonso, with everything that Liverpool have lost this year, with Xabi Alonso coming in at the helm, I think that will lift that place beyond what we can even think.
Mental.
It will go nuts. Like he's there waiting, and Gerrard is waiting to be that number 2 with him. He's just waiting. You know? Gerrard literally said, like, if they needed me to be like in the canteen, I will always be there for them.
Yeah, gangster.
Like, how is that gangster?
Nah, because he's Mr. Liverpool through. I don't want to get into a discourse.
Pick yourself up off the floor, man.
I don't want to get into this discourse, but our 4x66. Anyways, let's not get into it.
Yeah.
What? Look, he handed in his keys. Like he handed in the keys to the city. That's it. But
I hate stuff like that. I hate stuff. Of course. It's similar with like John Terry at Chelsea. Just forever just twerking for a job. It's like, bro, go make yourself a successful manager. Go out there and just go get it. Don't start begging for your club. Like, I'll do anything. I'll do anything to work. Anything the club asks me, I'll come back and do it. Bro, go live your life.
No, but bro, let's be honest, he's lived there and it was a nightmare post Rangers. Obviously,
but that's what I'm saying. Because if he was a top manager at Rangers and then all of his other gigs went well, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm that guy."
Ready, yeah.
I'm that guy, and of course he'd love the Liverpool job. But be a top manager on your own. Stand on your own too. Don't be saying, "I'd be a cleaner if they asked me to."
Some guys are just not managers, man.
Get up in the floor.
Yeah, but
Gerrard's career, by the way, Gerrard's managerial career has got weight among all of the people that we've watched play football and become managers. He's got a Scottish League title.
It counts for something like whatever we think of the SPL. He's won a league. So have you seen him 30 game? Like a 30-game season, he was the best.
He broke a 9-year Celtic running machine, and he broke it.
No problem.
He's mate. He's got more titles than certain man.
I'm not discounting it, but mate, once you step up, bruv, if you can't hang, you can't hang, bro.
I mean, what? He's had one bad gig. He's had one great gig.
What, Villa?
Yeah, Villa was bad.
Do you remember what Peter was saying when he got sacked by Villa? Do you remember what Peter was saying?
Nasty stuff.
What more do Villa fans want? What could they possibly expect from this team?
But to be fair, Oscar,
Champions League, mate.
Listen, what Emery's done is that's miracle. What Emery has done at Villa, we'll get onto him as well in a minute. What Emery's done at Villa is miracle work, yeah? Because bear in mind where Villa were before Gerrard as well. Like, remember the Dean Smith, they just come up, they were hanging on in the Premier League then. They were hanging on.
Yeah.
Gave them something to talk about.
No, who was in between Dean Smith and Gerrard?
Nobody.
What finish I went? Was there someone else?
Was there an in-between? I thought he went from Smith to him.
Let me check. You carry on.
I'm a Google, maybe.
It's Steve Bruce, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you think?
Steve Bruce?
No. Bruce was before. Bruce was way before. But I'm saying, like, who does Oscar think it was? Do you know what I mean? It can't be Dean Smith then Gerrard. Dean Smith, I think, got sacked as well, by the way. Smith got sacked because it was not going well.
It's not going well, bro.
Yeah, it was Dean Smith then Gerrard.
Yeah, man. Anyway, yeah, Liverpool, man. We'll see, innit? We'll see.
No, I'm excited for next season. Mr. Verts is coming into it as well.
Man's already at next season.
Listen, if Isak gets a proper pre-season, watch out for Liverpool.
I've forgotten about him, Yeah, hopefully.
I'm worried. Watch out for Liverpool.
What's the current score with the Bournemouth game? Because that's who Liverpool got next week in the Premier League.
If I said Bournemouth,
still 1-0. Still 1-0 Bournemouth.
Penalty Taverna.
Guys,
love it.
On just briefly talking Villa. What's going on? Like Oliver Glasner, Unai Emery now this weekend.
Let's talk that Glasner ball, bruv.
Wait, what happened with Emery?
We'll get there. Let's do Glasner first. He's talk Glasner.
Glasner ball. He's had enough, mate.
Glasner said, what did he say? He said the bill will come. Is it something like, what did he say? Was it something like the bill? The bill will
abandoned. Come. We've been completely abandoned. God. And yeah, you sold Elise, you didn't replace him. You went and sold Eze, you didn't replace him. I had to fight to keep Gehi. And now, before the Sunderland game, they've told him, 20 million, he's gone to City. He can't play.
Literally the day before.
I think like you don't know I'm a big Glasner fan, yeah. But all of this complaining, I don't really get it. Like you're the manager of Palace, like that is just what they're gonna do. So I think you just need to move on. Like he didn't sign a new deal, but that's the benefit of signing a short-term contract. You get 2-3 years, and then when you want to leave, you leave. So don't sign a deal at the end of the season. Quietly part ways. But don't come up in here telling us that you've been abandoned. Of course, Palace were going to sell Gehi. Like they were always going to sell him. They were always going to sell Elise. They were always going to sell, the top players. So I'm not. I
never looked at it like that. But you're kind of right. Like I think that's just a natural. That's almost, with all due respect, that's almost Crystal Palace's function in the league. Where what they do is they take a gamble on a player. Like a Olise, like a Eze, like a Margehi, they'll give him a chance, give him a platform, and then they'll flip him and sell him for profit. And then their next job is to find a new guy who looks like it might be like a Jeremy Pino or a Lacroix, or it's not quite hit the ground, but like a Esse, you're going.
And I just think maybe his thought, and it probably does depend on the conversations he had with the board, but he probably thought, mate, I've won the FA Cup. Let's build on this. We're in Europe now. Let's try and get ourselves into the Europa League again. Let's build something that can grow. And they just weren't really willing to build. They're like, let's tear this team apart and sell it for scraps.
That's the thing as well. He was like, this isn't. I'm not even just speaking for me. He said for Crystal Palace, like I don't care. I'm not going to be the manager next year. Yeah, that's what he literally said. He's like, I don't even care. But like, it's the fact that this is the reality of Crystal Palace, and at some point something's got to give, just for them to at least fight for something. What about Unai Emery's comments after the game, where they've lost 1-0 at home to Everton? It can happen, but when he was asked about the game, like, were you surprised? He said, no, not surprised at all. And he goes, we're not going to be able to finish in the top 5. Literally come out and said that. What? And said that he said we're not a top 5 team.
He's trying to light a fight underneath his players, man.
Well, bear in mind, Daniel Marlin out of nowhere has gone to Roma.
So he wants players. He's got to want players. I feel like he's saying, look, we're not making it to top 5 unless you give me money to spend this window.
I think Emery is trying to get sacked the same way Glasner is. They've seen the writing on the wall. They've watched what Maresca's done. They've watched what Amarin's done, and you notice Thomas Frank, on the other hand, by the way, is very silent because he wants to stay at top.
Oh, he needs that. Adrian shouldn't even talk, but bro, I've got 25 counts against you, bro.
But what's it called? But Unai Emery, and especially the way Glasner's talking, these lot are literally like, because he had this issue with Watkins and Duran before, where they just sold his players, and it was like, God, what are we doing here? Now you look at Brighton, you look at Villa
Jacob Ramsey. You have to question that now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, man, he let the shotty go, man. He said, "Listen, we are not we're not a top 5 team. He said because he said the teams around us that would fight for the top 5 have better quality and are able to buy. That was one of the things he mentioned.
I think he wants money because even look at that. Like window in the summer was a car crash. It was awful. In fact, none of us expected Villa to do well because of that window.
Yeah, correct. Emery's looking to get out.
Yeah,
with his reputation still intact, very much intact.
Get him into the Champions League, go for the title, and then dip. Why you need to blow? You're in third, man.
Because, like I said, like it says on the banner, managers have had enough, man. They're not just accepting this. Like on all scales, whether you're Chelsea, whether you're Man United, whether you're Palace, Villa, they're not having it.
And if we were to do like a survey of like Premier League fans, right, and as a percentage, how many of them are happy with their boards? Probably be like 12 or 20 teams. Everybody else is pulling their hair out and they've got something to say. They're not happy with how it's run. They're not happy with the recruitment models. They're not happy with the players they're signing. They're not happy with the players they're selling. They're not happy with their stadium. Whatever it may be, like there's a lot of disgruntlement across the board. And it seems like, as Peter's maybe said, there's like a wave of managers that have felt the bug all of a sudden. It's like, Emery said, this is bollocks. I got you top 4. 2 season before last. We should have got it again last season. We didn't, and you haven't backed me. So what do you want me to do?
Yeah. It just goes to show, man. It goes back to that whole point I've been saying all along, man. These clubs have got money and they're not allowed to spend it. They're just not allowed to spend the dollar.
Oscar's ready for you, man.
Nah, man. Oscar can chill, man. His team's spending $1 billion doing what he's doing. He's talking from there, from that high horse. Get out of it.
But Lucas Dean ain't on like 80 grand a week though.
Yeah, but Chelsea haven't made that much money to spend. They're not hitting financial fair play. They're not hitting fair play, man. Get out of here. Anyway, them guys are.
They'll sell Kennyman for like 30 million. That'll be all right.
Yeah,
so Everton, they'll be all right.
Elsewhere in the Premier League, very quickly, Leeds United 1, Fulham 0, Sunderland 2. Great win for them. Palace 1. Tottenham Hotspur. You couldn't write it.
Bring yourself here, bruv.
You couldn't write this.
I'm Dr. Uma, bruv. 1,000 lashes, bruv.
1,000 lashes.
No, I deserve it.
You know you've ruined Frank, bruv.
I deserve it.
Tottenham.
I can't believe he's still in a job right now.
Don't worry. Petey, I was at work yesterday. Yeah, I see the Dortmund bus coach come through the tunnel, bruv.
Oh,
don't worry, they're gonna get him fired soon. Don't worry, they will do.
They come via the Eurotunnel and then through the Blackwall. Yeah. Dortmund are in town, and then I think Tottenham's next game is I think they're away to Burnley, so that'll be interesting. Anyway, Tottenham Hotspur 1, West Ham United 2. I mean, what a win for West Ham. Wolves 0, Newcastle United 0, and it's the 97th minute, 98th minute at the Brighton and Hove Amex Stadium. Brighton 1. Bournemouth 1. Very, very quickly, guys, to wrap this up. What's your goal of the week?
Mr. Kostopoulos.
Oh, yeah, Kostopoulos. Goal of the week?
I didn't see... João Pedro had a great finish, you know.
Was it onside? Did they give it in the end?
Don't do that.
I can't remember. No, I genuinely can't remember. It was a long wait. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was the goal. That was the goal.
I think João Pedro is my goal of the week then.
I didn't see the Chelsea game, so I'll go with what you lot saying it. So I didn't see any goals in. I said it.
AD.
Yeah,
Brandon Boomer's goal was brilliant. Good football.
Yeah, that was nice. The momentum, the wave of attack. Yeah, that's what fans want to see from their team. Yeah,
I do like João Pedro's finish though. That's a great.
Yeah, let's give it to Pedro. Probably want to see him here again. Let's give him the flowers, man.
For five more weeks.
Goal of the week, Verts.
How was Verts' goal? Verts.
Yeah, it was a great finish. Yeah, brilliant work from Ekatike to get down the line.
Yeah, the Curtis Jones. Yeah, that was a good goal. To be fair,
great finish. Yeah, man. He's found the rhythm. I'm happy for him. Long may it continue.
At least player of the week,
probably Brahim Díaz.
Yeah, excellent penalty.
I'll give it to the Senegal second goalkeeper.
Second goalkeeper.
Yeah, he was protecting that tower, bro.
No, I'm sorry. I've just got an image of it in my head. They rested him to the ground as the game was going on, mid-game. The ball was in play.
Scandal. I was gonna say Casemiro because I watched that game pretty much quite closely. I thought Casemiro was outstanding. So my vote's Casemiro.
Yes.
Let's get the votes going. Bruno
Fernandes is that's a shout.
Nah,
I'll give it Bruno, man.
Really, again, Bruno.
It looks rejuvenated, man.
Interesting. So, Oscar, you going Bruno as well?
I mean, I didn't watch the game, but yeah.
You said it's a shout. I was wondering where that came from. Who's your player of the week? Callum Wilson. Men's on a page you play contract and dunked on Spurs. We love that. We do love that.
Yeah.
David, who's your player of the week?
I'll give it to Callum.
Callum?
Yeah.
So now we've got 3 different answers. Okay, Oscar, who's your player of the week?
Why would it be Callum Wilson?
Oscar, who's your player of the week? Stop wasting time.
Mind games.
Bruno.
Oh, look at this guy, Bruno. I didn't watch the game, Bruno. So Bruno Fernandes is the player of the week.
I watched 2 games this week.
I hear it.
Chelsea and Arsenal.
Well, I just needed a banker. I just needed a deal breaker there. Team of the week, Manchester United.
Yeah, United.
Yeah, we've got to give it to United, man.
United. West Ham get an honourable mention.
Everton. Yeah, big win for them.
Everton as well, Sunderland as well.
And also, Peter, you see at Wolves' point, yeah. I think they've given themselves way too much to do, but yeah, we've seen a little bit of a balance, of a rejuvenation.
Do you know what? The other day I was looking at it, right? Because I saw Forest and I said, "Yo, Forest are far, yeah." They're like sinking, but they're 5 points ahead of West Ham. Forest 5.
Let alone Wolves.
Let alone whatever the deficit to Wolves is. It's like 16 points.
They've lost too many games. Bro, they've lost 16 games, bro. You'll get relegated, bro.
So yeah, team of the week is Manchester United. Who's not that guy this week? There's only one. Is it an induction?
Yes, it's Hall of Fame.
David, please induct him to the Hall of Fame.
It's not even the Lifetime Achievement Award. Man, he's on wing.
He's never getting over that.
I mean, brother, this player, where was he born?
I think he was born in Spain. I can't remember, man.
Born in Spain, bro.
I think he was born in Spain.
Good.
Hey, what's wrong with my wiki, bro? This gentleman, born 3rd of August, 1999, in Malaga. He started off at City, 2016, 19. That's where Guardiola was there, innit?
Yeah.
And then in 2019, he went and joined Real Madrid. And obviously, yesterday's AFCON Final. It's 50 years since his country last won the tournament. They've done all the shenanigans, making teams walk through airports, train station, no security, poor accommodation, training facilities. It ain't the great. Got the ball boys fighting goalkeepers on the side of the pitch. Officials in suits. The referee disallows the goal. The referee from Congolese got paid. Disallows Senegal's goal. And then he goes right down the other end with some assistance from his fellow Congolese at VAR. Give a penalty. Mr. Brahim Díaz. For that panenka'd, we induct you into the Hall of Fame of. You're not that guy, bruv. Sort it out, blood. Sort it out.
Sort it out, indeed. Induction. Absolutely prime.
Morocco. The country of Morocco is also not that guy.
Yeah.
The country?
Yeah.
Of course. Have you seen the shenanigans they've done after the game? All crashing into Senegalese shops and that, raiding them left, right. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
There's a couple of comments here asking.
I'm in tears, man.
They're asking for Victoria Beckham.
I'm not involved. I'm not involved in that story.
I've
seen it, but I don't know. I ain't got the facts.
So hear what? Let me just break it down for those that aren't in the know. So Brooklyn Beckham, son of David and Victoria Beckham. There's been rumors. It's not really rumors. Everybody seems to have known that there's been a rift in the family, and he seems to be the one that has been cast away. And it all seems to spur around the girl that he started dating. Apparently, the Beckhams didn't approve of this woman. He didn't care. He continued. He proposed, and she became his wife. And apparently, he's released an Instagram notes statement today, basically clearing up everything as to why he's no longer been pictured with the family. You know, they post a Christmas Day photo, the whole family, he's not there. Okay. So he's basically saying that from the moment, you know what I mean, that my family never accepted my wife. Apparently he said on his wedding day, family members came to him and said, yeah, she can be your wife, but she'll never be blood. This sort of stuff, random stuff. Yeah. Wow. And he said that Victoria never liked her. He said that on their wedding day, they had planned to have a romantic first dance as husband and wife. Victoria went behind his back to change the schedule of the wedding so that she could dance with him instead of Victoria, and then instead of his wife. And then apparently he was dancing inappropriately. She was dancing inappropriately at the wedding, and he said it was the most embarrassing moment of his life. So now everybody's kind of like, yo, what are Beckhams doing? What's going on with David and Victoria? Why are they disowning their son? But then in his statement, he also says, my brothers have also blocked me. My parents have been abusive to me. And I'm thinking to myself, if your whole family turns on you, there's got to be some sort of reason. There's got to be something you did to make them that mad. Why all of a sudden is everyone against you? Is it just because you married this chick?
Yeah, I can't believe that David Beckham is in shenanigans like this.
It's so not he doesn't. Nat says the girl he married basically is the daughter of a billionaire, so they must be jealous he's got more bread. But still, no, that doesn't make any sense. It has to be more vicious than that. It can't just be, oh, yo, they got money, so we don't like her.
Where does the money come from? Is it ethical? Maybe that.
Bear in mind, it's common. Many people get married to people that their family don't approve of, but it doesn't turn into this.
I don't know what this is. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, so it's one of the ones where I feel like I already know too much. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna get the whole story, so don't give me half the slice. It's one of those.
Yeah, for real.
This is not my.
Yeah.
I leave the icy ones to it, bro.
But yeah, the reason story is because he's just released a statement today, basically saying all this stuff. So I saw it on the timeline, but I'm like, woo.
Well, Oscar, it's good to have you back. You've been sensational.
It's good to be back.
And best believe we'll be back next week on the podcast after Champions League football, as well as Arsenal, Man United.
Look at Nat's comment. It just doesn't add up. He says, I can't imagine Oscar not speaking to Peter because he didn't like who he married. You could criticize your parents, but when your brothers have cut you off too, I'm like, what did you do? You must have did something. There's no way everybody just cut you off.
Yeah. Wait, Real Madrid are not that guy because of the nonsense. I mean, I'm glad the Bernabeu booed them all off. Booed them off pre-match and during the game and after the game. And Vinny was crying. What a biznitch.
He was doing what?
Man. So they do this thing where they boo after turmoil, they'll boo. And I remember Mourinho did this one time. I think they lost 5-0 to Barcelona. So they were ready to bring out the white hankies early. So Mourinho was like, look, he went out to the pitch and said, listen, boo the team now. But then once they've come out to train and start the match, back the team, and they back the team afterwards. So it's like a traditional thing that they do.
Oh, you have a tradition for booing, man. You know,
the standards are different.
Los Blancos.
It's a pathetic institution. That's for sure. That, guys, wraps up this week's Top 4 podcasts. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe. We'll be back next week, Monday, 8 p.m. to discuss all the Champions League and Premier League action. Until then, we are out. Peace.
Peace, everybody.
Peace and love.